Well, Chris, I know you came up against... you had points in your first meeting with them and in the last meeting with them over a 4 or 5 year period.
At their best, they are incredible, and, you know, as you kind of identified earlier, when they were world #1, there was a period of... He's obviously back, but when you have an operation, it's a serious thing. It takes time to fully recover. They got not great compared to their ranking, and I think this in the world, and it's kind of going to give them a chance to show how good they still are.
Well, Hoki and Kobayasi, for me, they seem to take over in that sort of first few shots of the match kind of forecourt area.
Left-hander, right-hander combination. I do think men's doubles is the most open event at the moment. There's not a pair that you would say they really, you know, maybe 50.
But it has been over the last few events I've been to.
I think the difference with the singles is when Victor's playing and he's on, he's a phenomenal player that when he's playing well. Yeah, and that's why consistent. And because of that, he allowed then Kevin to be the flamboyant, creative kind of, you know, at times almost a wizard on the court. But they kind of complemented each other so well.
Zone. And we saw that in their last meeting at the Malaysian Masters. They didn't really look in it in the entire match, Hoki and Kobayasi.
Well, I think it's much trickier too. This is why I do feel the Indonesians, the conditions do suit.
Yeah, much slower, the Axiata Arena, at least throughout that tournament. And you could tell by the length of the rallies, the length of... Oh, I think it caught the line challenge. Oh, it is. Good call, Chris, yeah. Well,
Kevin was in trouble. Power, whereas if he just had that little bit more variation of power,
yeah,
just makes from Marcus's racket.
Yeah, good cross. Did it make you play better?
I'm not sure it did, to be honest.
We don't know. That wizard analogy, I think, is right. He's just sort of
trying to predict where it's going. He's making a move, and that's the integral thing when you're a net player.
Hoki's more of the front player in this pairing for the Japanese.
That's the difficult thing. The other difficult thing is with Kevin, because he's so bold with where he moves, it's hard to predict. You know, it's very hard to calculate, to know what Kevin's going to do, because he can do things no one else can do.
Yeah,
I think, yeah, Kobayashi should have done better with that.
Good smash.
Is going against them, as it were, so when they do lift, the Japanese have a bit more power or zip in their attack.
Good court coverage. Covering for each other really well, the Indonesians. Cross. Good return of serve. Oh, he makes that look so easy. Keeping with the Japanese pair. Well, they survived somehow. They got out of rotation, out of position.
I think it was a fortunate miss hit from Marcus before they got him back into the position. They knew who was covering what, even though Kevin makes, you know, phenomenal moves, but quite unique moves. Whereas I'd say here it looks a bit like they're not quite sure who's covering.
Them out, perhaps.
I do think, yeah, I think it almost all stemmed from it was Endo cutting the shuttle out and using his creativity.
Game point, Hoki and Kobayasi. Here he goes, he's at the front, it's where he wants to be. But they've given the attack away and missed. They've got a bit more pace, Chris.
Have to work very hard this this game to get through the Japanese defense because it is very solid.
Oh, it's wonderful.
They are looking more negative, they're looking more frustrated, and it's hard to control that because obviously you are frustrated. It's good.
Oh, it's gone long. Confusion. Somehow they keep it alive. Wonderful from the Indonesians in defence. Ready in defence, is he? Not almost like he's not bothered.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very casual guy, and that's sometimes how he played some of his best stuff. So casual, he doesn't even look ready.
Yeah.
And when someone hits a bigger smash or a stronger drive, sometimes his racket doesn't look like, I mean, look at that, I don't know.
He's found,
you know, that anyone else tries to do that, he's put it plumb on the line. And at best, he is phenomenal. He's almost unplayable. But we haven't seen that for a fair bit now at his very best.
So they've got to try to take the initiative in the forecourt early.
11-6 in the...
Yeah, it's really nice. To work so hard from the rear of the court, but it just keeps coming back.
He's questioning himself a lot. He's got to have confidence in himself. He's still a good player. Is he playing at his best right now? No.
And even Kevin now is trying something outrageous. Yeah, Kevin now just happy to lift off.
Service over.
Kobayasi have run away with the second, and Kevin, without putting up a fight on the final point, easing their way off court. Hoki and Kobayasi through to another quarter-final.